In the darkest corners of the world, far from the tourist trails and the well-worn legends, lurk creatures you've never heard of. No Bigfoot, no Mothman. Tonight, we're diving into cryptids that have slipped through the cracks, shadowy figures whispered about in remote villages, creatures that defy science, reason, and sometimes survival. These are the unsolved mysteries of cryptids you've never heard. The Nalusa Falaya deep in the swamps of Mississippi and Alabama. Among the moss-draped cypress trees, the Choctaw people speak of the Nalusa Falaya, the long, black being. It slithers like a serpent but walks like a man. Tall, thin, its body covered in shadow so deep it seems to absorb light. The Nalusa Falaya doesn't just stalk prey. It infects the soul. Witnesses say it can enter your dreams, implanting dread that festers into madness. And if it touches you, you're marked, forever. One account from 1973 tells of a hunter who vanished for 3 days. When found, he had no memory, only claw-like scratches down his back, and a fear of the dark that never left. The Namibian flying snake. Africa's Namib Desert hides a terror that shouldn't exist. A flying snake, over 20 feet long, with feathered wings and a glowing red mouth. Locals call it Grootslang's cousin, but this creature isn't a god. It's a predator. Sightings date back to colonial times, with stories of livestock vanishing and villagers describing a hissing shadow in the sky at twilight. One geologist in 1942 described a shimmering ribbon of scales, airborne with leathery flaps like wings. His journal ends abruptly. The last thing written, "It sees me." The Ahmaruq of Alaska. In the endless ice fields of Alaska, Inuit hunters fear a beast older than memory, the Ahmaruq. Described as a wolf, but impossibly large with white eyes and fur blacker than coal, it doesn't leave paw prints. It walks across snow without a sound. According to legend, the Ahmaruq isn't just a beast. It's a spirit of vengeance. It comes for those who disrespect the land, vanishing entire hunting parties without a trace. In 1987, an oil survey team in the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta recorded guttural growls echoing for miles. Only half returned. The survivors never spoke publicly, but one was caught on tape, whispering, "It wasn't an animal. It was waiting for us." The Tsuchinoko. Not all cryptids are massive or monstrous. Some hide in plain sight, like Japan's elusive Tsuchinoko, a short, snake-like creature with a bloated midsection and rumors of psychic powers. It's said to squeak, mimic human speech, and even lie to manipulate those who find it. Unlike most cryptids, the Tsuchinoko has had organized bounty hunts. In the early 2000s, entire towns in rural Japan offered rewards for its capture. Hundreds claimed sightings. Many heard its eerie, childlike laugh echoing in the trees. But no one ever caught one. And the real question remains: why do so many who claim to see it later go missing? The Ninki Nanka. In the wetlands of West Africa, particularly Gambia, children are warned of the Ninki Nanka, a dragon-like beast with a crocodile's body, a horse's head, and a serpentine tail. It's said to hide in rivers, punishing arrogance and curiosity. According to urban myth, a young boy chased the sound of flutes into the forest in 1999. He returned alone, mute, and blind in one eye. He drew the creature in chalk, perfectly symmetrical, with scales like armor. Modern folklorists say the Ninki Nanka is a metaphor, but others whisper that expeditions to find it, like the 2006 team from the Center for Fortean Zoology, always return incomplete. So why haven't you heard of these cryptids? Maybe they've been overshadowed by trendier monsters, or maybe they want it that way. Because what's more terrifying than the unknown? The idea that the unknown is watching you. These stories aren't just myth. They're warnings. And in the silence between footsteps in the woods, or the flicker of a shadow beneath your window, they're waiting. If this left you looking over your shoulder, hit like, subscribe, and share with someone who thinks they know all the cryptids. Comment below. Have you heard of any of these? Or do you have a tale of your own? Until next time, keep your flashlight close and your eyes open.